The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Welcome to Broncos Broadcasting Network. I'm Caitlin. On this week's broadcast, we take a look back at the best student television network news stories of the 2022 to 2023 school year. BBN News begins now. As students progress from television production 1 into television production 2, 3, and beyond, they begin to enter Student Television Network national competitions. One competition is creating a news package. The catch is trying to figure out what the prompt global warming location solutions meant to them. This week we look at the top 5 STN news stories created by Davenport High School's television production students this year.
Global warming is a long-term rise in the average temperature of the Earth's climate system, primarily caused by greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This phenomenon has severe consequences, including rising sea levels, more frequent and intense natural disasters, and damage to ecosystems and human health. To stop global warming, we need to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. This can be achieved by transitioning to renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power, improving energy efficiency by going electric, and promoting sustainable transportation and reducing meat consumption to us. Additionally, we need reforestation and afforestation. We need to cut down on carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and it's critical to act quickly and collaboratively to address global warming. By implementing sustainable solutions, we can work towards a healthier and more sustainable future for our planet and future generations by lowering carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, going electric, and more. That is how we were going to slow down global warming.
Climate change, a long-term shift in the temperature and weather patterns caused by pollution from burning fossil fuels such as coal and oil. As climate change gets worse, new problems arise and face a threat to the survival of humans, animals, and plants. The longer we leave it be, the more danger we face. Ergo, droughts, rising sea levels, flooding, soil infertility, species extinction, etc. Though hope seems lost, there is a way out. You may be just one person, but with enough influence, you might have a way to reduce you and your family's carbon footprint. And with enough families, we might just end climate change. A few ways to reduce your carbon footprint are: change a light. Regular light bulbs use too much power. Try switching to a fluorescent compact light bulb instead. Drive less. Cars let out too much carbon dioxide. Carpool, walk, or bike any chance you get instead of driving. Take cold showers. Using hot water during your showers uses a lot of energy, so opting for colder, shorter showers. Plant a tree. Planting trees not only make the area prettier, but the tree itself will absorb over a ton of carbon. Do you know what climate change is?
Yes.
What is your opinion on climate change?
I don't think it's good.
How does climate change affect the Earth?
It creates a drastic change in temperature.
What are viable solutions to solving climate change?
Well, you could use sustainable resources, such as renewable energy, and also just reducing carbon footprint as a whole.
What are some solutions you can implement in your household to fix climate change?
You could use more renewable resources, as I said. You could use electric cars. You could grow things locally to reduce carbon footprint.
My opinion on climate change is that it needs to be colder. I don't like hot weather.
How does climate change affect the Earth?
It be melting all the ice so the penguins can't live no more.
What are viable solutions to solving climate change?
By making the Earth colder.
What are some solutions you can implement in your household to fix climate change?
Turning the AC lower.
It is terrible. How does climate change affect the Earth?
It endangers our ecosystems and kills off very endangered animals that we don't have now.
What are viable solutions to solving climate change?
Stop throwing your freaking trash on the floor. It's not that difficult. Another one is recycle and stop wasting food and stop killing off animals. It's not that deep.
What other solutions can you implement at your household to fix climate change besides recycling?
Slow down on washing. Yeah, slow down on washing. Wash like towards a certain hour in time. Saves off like gas and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you so much.
3.
Planet Earth, home to 8 billion people, millions of animal species, and hundreds of thousands of plant species. It's the only planet in our solar system capable of supporting life, and somehow we've managed to put it at risk. One of the Earth's greatest features is its ability to retain gases in its atmosphere like the oxygen we breathe. However, industrialization has taken a negative effect on that by leaving emissions from things like burnt coal, gases, and wood in the atmosphere. Common issues like those prior mentioned are one of the reasons global warming has become such an issue. Since the 1800s, the idea of our planet getting hotter has always been present. It's only thanks to modern technology that we're able to track current issues and keep up with the cause. In a chart provided by NASA's Earth Observatory program, it can be noticed that over time, the Earth's average incline in temperature has risen greatly. It's important to learn how to take care of our planet now before suffering the consequences later. Some ways you can help fight the climate crisis are: turn your heat down. Switch off appliances and lights when you don't need them. Buy local and sustainable food. Plant trees. Find ways to use renewable energy. Just about every part of our daily lives goes back one way or another to hurting our planet. There are many things that go unnoticed that can be a proven benefit or issue to the climate crisis. It's important to do your own research and learn how you can help our planet. I'm Joshua Somoza, signing off for the Bronco Broadcasting Network.
Global warming is the rise of global temperatures mainly due to the increase of concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Is also mainly due to human activities. If you reduce, reuse, repair, and recycle, you can lower your global carbon footprint.
Global warming is bad. It's melting the glaciers in Antarctica, and the way people can solve it is by recycling, using less plastic, and using cars less, because that emits stuff that messes up.
Yes, we all can help with global warming to prevent that from impacting our planet negatively. So you can recycle. Always recycle my plastic bottles, or you can even use those cool little containers that they make, so you won't have to use plastic bottles. Reusable items are great. Paper bags, anything that you can recycle.
Global warming is a big problem in today's society. There are many solutions that you can do as a citizen to help. Global warming is an increase in temperature of the Earth's atmosphere because of high levels of carbon dioxide and other pollutions. Global warming is affecting our planet by causing extreme weather events, ice melt, sea level rising, and ocean acidification, warming oceans, more frequent storms, and natural disasters. Mary Turner, who teaches environmental science and biology at Davenport High School, will now explain more about global warming.
Fossil fuels that are locked in the ground and in the ocean because nature knows how to take care of itself. We are unnaturally unlocking those fossil fuels. We're taking the coal, the oil, the natural gas, and we're burning it, and it's pumping carbon dioxide. And we also have like dairy farms with lots of animals, and the methane is also a greenhouse gas. So we have additional greenhouse gases that are warming our planet. And as a result, the atmosphere touches the ocean, so our oceans are becoming more acidic, and it's impacting all the biodiversity that we have on Earth. And ultimately, we depend on biodiversity to sustain ourselves and, a pollution-free environment.
Now, how can we solve this problem as citizens? We can use less fossil fuels by walking or carpooling when we need to go somewhere. We can get our food from local farmers market and
eat more plant-based foods, as Ms. Turner puts it. The planet definitely needs our help and our cooperation. Please use some of the solutions we mentioned to help us save this planet. Let's make a difference. This has been Jenna from BVN News.
We will now take a look back at the best of Caitlin from the 2022 to 2023 school year.
Here's Caitlin with interviews with the golf coaches.
Well, we're off to a 2-0 start. We knocked off Ridge, which was good to always beat those crosstown rivals. We'll see how it goes. We've got some tough tournaments ahead of us, tough matches ahead of us, but the guys are in really good shape. We're playing really well, getting some production from underclassmen. Brandon Anderson, who's a freshman, stepped up for us. Got great senior leadership out of Patrick Anderson. Jack Norton's playing really, really well. Just added Michael Ortiz to the roster. So I think we're in really good shape, and we'll see how districts and stuff goes in mid-October.
And what do you think your team can improve on this year?
I think the big thing with us to improve upon is just that maturation process and understanding that they are a lot better, that self-confidence. Some of them doubt themselves at times, and it's kind of frustrating as a coach because I see their potential and I see how well I know they're going to do, not just on the golf course but in life. But if we can just get that self-confidence, I think the sky's the limit for us. I think we'll go pretty far this year.
I think my team's going to do great. I mean, first of all, we have a full team this year. Last year, we only had 3 girls, so we couldn't compete as a full team. We have 6 this year, so we've already doubled the team. That's a great improvement already, so I think we're going to do great.
And what do you think your team can improve on this year?
I think the thing that we can improve on the most this year is probably confidence. I've got 4 new girls on the team this year, and they're all freshmen. So confidence may not be their strong suit, but getting out there and playing against other girls from other teams that they don't know will help build their confidence on and off the golf course. So.
And what do you want to tell people that are considering to play golf?
If you're considering doing a sport in general and you don't know what to do, try golf. It's a fun sport. People think it's an old person sport, but it's not. It's one of the shortest seasons of the school year. We don't really have tryouts, but I mean, give it a try. The girls on the team right now, they love it. Normally, the girls that start off as freshmen, they keep playing all 4 years because they have grown to love the game.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I'm Caitlin Haleva, and this is Broncos Broadcasting Network.
Here's Kaylin with Mrs. Chambers on art.
Why did you become an art teacher?
I didn't at first. I became an artist. I went to school for graphic design, and I worked for 5 years at the Polk Museum of Art in Lakeland, doing all their graphics and hanging artwork. I saw art teachers work, and I really liked it, and I really missed summer vacations. So I went back to school for about a year, and then I became an art teacher.
And what's your favorite thing to teach?
This class right here, advanced placement. They're good, how quiet they are, and they really get to do things that other students don't. They're pursuing their own ideas, and I get to help them with that. So it's fun to see them really grow and really blossom at what they like to do.
Is there any other classes do you like to teach?
Well, I like this class, but what's important also is my beginner classes, because they feed this class. And that's where I find a lot of the people who are going to be in this class, because they excel, they do well at the basics, and I know that they'll do well in this class. So at the end of the year, I'll send out invitations to those that have shown that they can work independently and like to draw.
I'm Haleva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network. Spirit Week is next week. Tuesday will be Decade Day. Wednesday will be meme/vine day. Thursday will be anything but a backpack day. Friday will be class color day, and there will also be a pink out football game after school. So support us and wear pink at the game. Speaking of pink, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's head over to Miranda for more information.
And now here's Caitlin for this week's Teacher Spotlight.
What is your class about?
My class is called Modeling and Simulation. We do 3D mechanical drawings in a program called SolidWorks. This on the board is an example of one of those that we're currently working on right now. This is just one part of what will eventually be an assembly, and I'll give you an example of an assembly here as well. An assembly that they will eventually create when we get to that chapter. At which point they put all the parts that they've created into one assembly, and they're able to manipulate the assembly and model what it would look like if it were actually running.
How are they going to use this in the future?
There are many ways you can use this in the future. In just about any industry that you can think of, there are parts and pieces to everything. And there are mechanical drawings to create every single one of those parts. So if you just think about something as big as a car, for instance, every component on that car has a mechanical drawing of some sort so that it can be produced.
What would be the benefits?
One of the major benefits is something called an industry certification. If you take this class, you can eventually take a test that will give you an industry certification that is recognized by almost everyone who uses this program in the real world. And it could help you achieve a job right out of school, or maybe an apprenticeship program where you can do this for a living.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm Caitlin Haleva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network. 2 weeks ago, we celebrated senior night for our volleyball team. And tonight we celebrate senior night for our football players.
Here's Caitlin with a story on JROTC program.
I feel like it's a really good program, and it helps people discover what they want to be in the future, what kind of person they want to grow up to be, and it's like it establishes discipline in most cadets to take it seriously. It's pretty fun, and I'd suggest anyone coming into high school, or even like a couple years in, juniors could still join. I'd recommend that everybody gives it a shot at least once. I think there's always something for someone to enjoy.
And how many years have you been in it?
I've been doing it all 4 years of my high school career. My bad.
And are you going to donate for the food drive?
Yes. My class is the main class that's centralized around the food drive, so our people put it together, so I want to help contribute to it.
And how was the competition last week?
The competition was very fun. It was our first one we've ever had, and for our first time we did really good actually.
And any more thoughts on the competition?
We've like improved a lot since last year, and since the beginning of the year we've gotten a lot better, and we've become more of a team rather than just a bunch of people running together. We actually are all really good sports, good team players, and we all work. Like, we all push ourselves so much to the point where we're like literally exhausted after.
And are you going to donate for the food drive?
No, because I kind of wasn't paying attention to that happening, and I can't volunteer for it, but if I can find anything, I would definitely try to bring something.
And how do you feel about the JRTC program?
I feel that it's a really good program with a lot of positivity and good people, depending on who you're around with. But I met some of my best friends through there. Even to this day, we're still really close, and they're like some of the few people I've met that I can actually trust, that are good people. And although some aren't, who they seem to be, it's always lesson learned, and always find new people, and the teachers are actually really great too.
Upcoming Veterans Day ceremony happening on November 10th in 4th period in Performing Arts Building. There will also be a food drive where you can drop off things like canned goods, water, pasta, and rice. How is it to be in the radio program?
So Raiders is actually really fun. It's a lot of physical work, and you will wake up in the morning sore like no other. But it's a morale booster. Like you sort of make a family out of it, because there's some people I would not talk to like at all, just never see you. But like those people, they're freshmen, they're juniors, they're seniors, they're sophomores. They're all put in together, forced to work together, and you just build a bond and trust with everyone on that team. And I'm the co-captain, so I have to go up there and lead stretching and be told on what we're going to be doing, what exercises need to be done, and what events we're doing for the next month or two. But
And how was the competition last week?
so we went to Tenorock. It was pretty fun. It was, oh my gosh. So I learned rope bridges. We don't have 2 telephone poles to do rope bridges. I learned how to do that. Tire flips the tires were heavy, and we got the lighter tire. They're tractor tires, so they're huge. And I didn't participate in the 5K run because I had only brought boots, and I'm supposed to bring running shoes, and I left them at the school. That's on me. But I can't remember the other one. Oh, we did a fitness challenge where we were supposed to climb and crawl under. It was a lot of fun. And anyone that was falling behind, we all picked him up and brought him with us. But it was definitely enjoyable.
How was it to be in the JRC program?
So it's not like any other program or elective you choose. It's all you as a student are supposed to lead the class. And you're supposed to go from a follower to a leader. And through the courses of 4 years, you have many years you take the elective, you can grow and become more in charge. But it's pretty interesting. We do a lot of services. We're supposed to be getting more uniforms. I don't know when that's coming in. And then we also get to go to other schools and go compete. That's for the Raider program, or the Raider extracurricular. And then we also have color guard, which looks very nice.
I'm Caitlin Harba, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network.
This week is Polk County's Reach Higher Week. Caitlin spoke with some of our teachers to learn more about their college experience.
And what college did you attend?
I attended Flagler College, everybody.
And how was your experience there?
It was a great college experience. I started there as a transfer student, so I didn't start there when I was a freshman. I started there when I was an upperclassman, starting as like a transfer junior. So I went to community college, and then I transferred over to Flagler College.
What did you study?
I studied deaf education along with music education. So I wanted to either become a music teacher or a teacher that works with the deaf or hard of hearing students. And then I also minored, which is getting like a smaller degree, but it's something smaller in credit hours as opposed to your major. And I minored in ASL, American Sign Language.
And what's your advice for people that are going to go into college?
Continue to research everything that's out there. There's a lot of stuff out there. I know it's overwhelming, but take your time. My recommendation and what I worked best for me is starting out at community college because I didn't know what I wanted, and I still was looking back and I was like, I'm so thankful I did that because now I know as when I got older, I knew what I was what I was more passionate about, what I wanted to study. So, even if you start at a community college like Valencia or Polk State, start small, and then you can always transfer to UCF or USF or a different state, or go to a different college out of country or whatever. But just start small so you can figure out what you want first if you want to go to college. Again, college is not for everybody, There's other schools like trade schools, so, figure out what you like to do in your life and what you want to do. So you don't waste your time or your money, you know what I mean? So that's my recommendation.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. See you later.
And what college did you attend?
I attended Ohio University, the Bobcats.
And what was your major while you were there?
I studied journalism at the Scripps School of Journalism.
And what's some advice that you would give to people that are going to go into college?
I would say don't follow your dreams, follow the best way to maintain the lifestyle that you want to live. It's not about a dream job, it's about a dream lifestyle.
I'm Caitlin Haleva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network.
Here's Caitlin with Mr. Teg and some of his students.
And what made you become a teacher?
I started subbing in fall of 2020, and when I got to school, I was sitting behind the desk with zero plans and had no idea what the students were supposed to do. And I said, you know what, I think that this is something that I could do myself to be more prepared. And I really like interacting with kids on a day-to-day basis, and I started my teaching journey.
And what do you teach?
I teach English 4, so seniors, and then I also teach debate, and I coach debate as well.
And what's your favorite part about teaching the kids and doing debate?
I love student interaction, so on the English side, I love editing essays and helping kids, especially seniors, as they prepare for college. And on the debate side, I love going to competitions and being able to see kids do what they love.
And what do you like about Mr. Teg's class?
I like everything about Mr. Teg's class. I think Mr. Teg is just the best teacher probably in the school, one of the best I've ever had, probably the best I've ever had. His teaching method, his the freedom as really students of education that we get it's just awesome. Great experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend it to anybody.
And what class are you in for his?
I have him 2 periods actually. I have him 5th period for debate and 6th period, and I'm also going to sign up for the debate team so I can be with him after school as well.
Is any other things you would like to say about Mr. Teg?
I love you, Mr. Teg. You're my favorite teacher. Stay you. Don't change for anybody.
Thank you so much. What class are you in for Mr. Teg's?
We're in debate.
And how do you feel about Mr. Teg's class?
Mr. Teg class is honestly probably one of my favorite classes. It's lit in there every day. Yeah, the debates have been fun so far.
Anything else to say about Mr. Teg?
He's by far the coolest teacher.
Thank you so much. And what class are you in for Mr. Teg's?
I'm in 5th period, debate.
And how do you feel about Mr. Teg's class and how he teaches?
It's good and it's fun. He makes it like a good environment to work in, and overall, you kind of feel free to talk about what you want to talk about and get your opinion across on what you're talking about on the debate.
Thank you so much. I'm Caitlin Haleva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network.
Here's Caitlin asking about how those at Davenport High celebrate Christmas.
I celebrate Christmas with my family and my friends. This year, my dad is celebrating the ugly sweater party this time. For me, mostly, I do a lot of the decorating. I do the tree. I basically decorate almost the whole house if I'm able to. This year, I plan on making, since we have archways and everything, I plan on having everything decorated or themed a certain way. So one's candy canes or kisses, stuff like that.
This year?
I'm hoping to get a Switch or new headphones.
By baking gingerbread cookies. Just lots of love from my family and friends. Spending time with family is the most important thing for me at Christmas time.
And
just relax. I'm looking forward to just spending some time at home and relaxing. Maybe go to one of the amusement parks. I like seeing the decorations around Disney at Christmas time too.
Celebrate with my family. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. That's a really good song, by the way. I don't know what I want for Christmas. Amazon money, I guess, I don't know.
Now with Caitlin interviewing students and admin about their New Year's resolutions.
Eat a lot of food and just stayed home with the family. Not too much.
My New Year's resolutions here, I had one for Davenport High School, is to make sure our seniors graduate and have a great senior year. I think I'd like to not eat as many baked goods. I did reach my goals last year. I can't remember what they were, but I'm pretty sure I reached my goals last year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Over break, I hung out with my girlfriend. My New Year's resolution is to be less judgmental of others because in like all actuality, we are all like just people, and like at the end of the day, nobody is better than anyone else.
I basically work half of my break, and then the rest of my break I was just like hanging out with family and friends. I don't really have any New Year's resolution because like I don't really believe in those things, because like normally nobody like really gets to like actually do them, so I don't really like try in that way. I didn't. That's why I don't have any this year.
Thank you.
No problem.
Caitlin Haleva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network.
RTD is a new program here at Davenport High School. Here's Caitlin with more.
I am the math interventionist at Davenport High School, where I teach algebra and geo. No, RTD is more so the kids come to my classroom. Usually I have a class setting of about 25 students, but now they actually get pulled from their regular class and they come to me. I think they're doing very well, especially the geo kids. When I go ahead and show them the PowerPoint slides from Schoology, they're able to follow along and take notes on their desk. Eventually I'm going to incorporate some online games to see how that go ahead and relates to the lesson. Oh yes, I love it tremendously because some students aren't passing their tests like they're supposed to and get that certain score. They might need that little push, that little support. So I think this RTD is definitely going to give them right what they need. It's R for graduation and for the next step when it comes to college and college readiness exams.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
I teach the leadership class in JROTC. My idea to allow students the extra help that they need in order to pass the EOC and graduate. It's just an extra tool that the school uses to make sure that happens. I like it. I actually like it a lot. Just the students. I know. I'm teaching U.S. history. U.S. history.
RTD is an opportunity for students to get additional time in the subject areas that are required for graduation. So what we did is we selected students who would benefit from it based on their schedules and how we could get them more time in those subjects. I think it's been great. I think I have a good time when I'm up there. I actually do some of the sessions myself, and I think the students are enjoying it as well.
Is there?
Absolutely. We need as much attendance as possible. It's going to help these students achieve the requirements they need to for graduation, and we're getting much better attendance. So if we can keep sending kids and kids coming and having a good time, we'll have a great time.
I'm Caitlin Haleva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network. Soraya E. Million earned the Jarrett Gordon Ford Athlete of the Week award. She's a junior point guard who had the first triple-double in Bronco history. With 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 14 steals, she's a two-time captain who has played since she was in 8th grade. Her averages are 20 points, 4 assists, and 6 steals. What she likes about playing basketball is that she likes the rush and the feeling of controlling the ball and seeing the court. She looks up to Paige Buchers of UConn, and she likes how she moves the ball where she wants it. Her favorite color is blue. She found out about basketball from a friend that she used to follow everywhere. The more she saw her friend play, the more it pushed her. She also found the moves on YouTube and she practiced them. She practices it against her brother Jonathan. She never lets him win, even by accident. Her future plans are to be an OBGYN. Her hobbies are binging, Grey's Anatomy, sleeping, and TikTok. Broncos head coach Jenny Broderick says Soraya is a great playmaker and leader. She can create opportunities for her and her teammates to score by her speed and ball handling abilities. She has become more of a vocal leader this year, which has helped the team greatly. She's grown in her leadership abilities by asserting herself more within the team dynamics.
Here's Caitlin with some info with the Polk County Youth Fair.
The youth fair was fun. We definitely learned a lot and expressed a lot of new opportunities for FFA. So I did poultry judging, and also I did the auctioning of my plants, where we did poultry judging is where we would go around and look at different aspects of chickens, so like eggs and like dead and alive or whatever, and we like judged them based on how like a farm would or whatever. And then plant judging, I brought plants in that I grew over a few months, and they would inspect them, and they went off to auction and sold for like $65. As well as the school gets a grant too, but I get the money that my plant sold for. But I would say it was a fun time and a good way to get your mind off of just schoolwork and all that.
Thank you so much. Last week was the Polk County Young Fair, and we had several students compete and show their supervised agriculture experience projects that they have worked hard on. If you see the following students, congratulate them. They put in a lot of hard work and long hours.
I'm Caitlin Helva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network.
This month of honoring Black history, we also take into account that love is in the air. But where does Valentine's tradition come from? Here's Caitlin with the origins of Valentine's Day.
I'm Caitlin, and I'm bringing you the history of Valentine's Day and how it became so popular. It originated as a Christian feast day honoring a Christian named Saint Valentine. Though later folk traditions, it has become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions of the world. What does Valentine's mean to you?
I see it as a day where couples come together and buy the most stuff they can to try and show who can outbuy the other person.
Valentine's is a day for the celebration of love of all kinds.
For me, Valentine's Day is passion and honesty, because you can resolve the problem with love. And it's good to gain love because you can be yourself with someone. You never meet someone 100%, that's true, but you can be happy.
I think Valentine's means like taking your girl out, celebrating what you guys have together, and just like a day to hang out with each other and, celebrating what y'all love,
What does Valentine's mean to you?
To spend time with your loved ones.
I think Valentine is a day you can show how much you care about someone, but I like to think I celebrate it all year long. It's just, a day to highlight it even more.
What does Valentine's mean to you?
I think Valentine's mean Valentine's, that's what it means, Valentine's.
Yeah, this is my Valentine right here. Yeah. We've been together for a year and a half.
Like a year and a half, 2 years actually.
Yeah.
No, 2 years, yeah, remember?
This is because this is our second Valentine's together. So, I'm really grateful for meeting him. Yeah. Valentine's means Valentine's.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Caitlin Helva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network.
On Thursday, DHS's Color Guard hosted the Color Guard Winter Showcase. Here's Caitlin with information about their performance.
And what are your thoughts on Color Guard?
Color Guard is honestly amazing. It was my honor to perform in it. I did it last year into this year. It was an amazing experience. I learned so much. I met so many amazing people. It was really a good learning experience for me.
And how do you think they're going to do tomorrow?
I think they're going to do pretty good. They've been really well in the past, but there's no such thing as a perfect program. I have a feeling that they're going to do really well, and that they're probably going to get a really good rating.
And how was your experience?
Color Guard was really fun. I enjoyed it. I made a lot of really close friends that way. I loved having the opportunity to be a performer, to go out and do something I really loved. I'd practice all the time, every day. I learned every routine on time and just would absolutely nail it. It was a really great experience. I would love to do it again next year.
How do you think you did last night?
Pretty good, considering it was our first performance ever at the school.
There were definitely things we can improve on, but I think overall it was pretty good.
I personally enjoyed watching the other guards come together and see like their performances as well.
How did you practice for yesterday?
We've been working on it since the beginning of the semester and a little bit like in last semester. We've had practices every day, like in class, and then we also had practice after school on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, we would work sometimes for 5 hours straight.
Yeah. Sometimes we'd meet right after school and go all the way till 7.
This is BBN News. I'm Caitlin Heleva, signing off. Hi Broncos, I'm Caitlin, and here's the weather for the next few days. Saturday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 81 degrees and a low of 59. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 83 and a low of 65. Monday will be scattered thunderstorms, 81 with a low of 54. Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 72 and a low of 50. On April 4th, there will be a college trip to UCF that only seniors can attend. The requirements are that your GPA has to be a 2.0 or higher, and you must have passed your state exams. Only 50 can attend, so sign up fast. You can sign up with Miss GM at 01140 in the office.
Some of our musicians were a part of the All-County Orchestra. Let's go to Caitlin with the story.
I'm Kaylin, and we're going to be talking to Mr. Cleveland and some of his students.
We did really great in All-County Orchestra. We had several students from our advanced orchestra, our Period 6 orchestra, participate in All-County Orchestra this year. They auditioned to be a member of the orchestra, and students from every high school and every middle school auditioned to be a member of. And based on their auditions, they were able to be selected and recommended to go into that orchestra and perform a very special all-county concert hosted by us this year at Davenport High School. They love our beautiful theater as in a place to hold these events in the district. Other places that we traditionally do it at are Florida Southern College. And we had a great turnout for the performance. I think we counted 178 musicians were performing and 3 different orchestras here on our stage, and we had a really full audience. At the very beginning, it was completely full with all 850 seats and people standing room only. And as groups went through, some left and cleared out more room. But it was a lot of fun to host. It's a major event. Having that many people and that many musicians available to perform is a huge undertaking, and I'm really proud of our students and our school for hosting such a huge event.
It was really fun. I got to play with a lot of experienced players and a lot of very good players. And it was an honor to be first chair among a bunch of 12th graders. I learned from them as much as they learned from me. It was a really fun experience. I was first chair bassist. 100%. I'm also shooting for All-State next year, so yeah, 100%.
It was really nice. We sounded really professional. Overall, we did great. I was first violin, 6th chair. I definitely would. I've been doing it for years now. It's a great experience.
I'm Caitlin Heleva, and this is Bronco Broadcasting Network.
Senior Commitment Day took place yesterday here at Davenport High School. Now to Caitlin for more information.
For seniors, there's a senior commitment day coming up on April 27th. It will be in the PAC Center from 8 to 9. For the seniors who committed, they will be celebrated with some prizes and some gifts to celebrate you committing to something after high school. What are you planning to do after high school?
Well, after high school, over the summer, at least I plan to continue going to my career path, which is at right now Chick-fil-A Four Corners. I'll work there full-time, 40 hours a week, and I'll do that until the fall rolls around. I've already been accepted into a college, and so once I reach that point in my life, I'll continue my firefighter training / EMT, and then from there I'll work at a firehouse until I can further my education.
I want to go to UTI to become a welder.
I plan to work full-time at Disney, the restaurant.
Well, I was thinking to not go right away and try to build up a little money to be able to pay for it, and then just learn from there. It's like a 1-year course, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Well, they hired me on the spot on a Zoom meeting video, and I just got hired. They just said, "You're hired."
Are you excited to be doing what you're doing?
Yes and no. I'm excited to be independent on my own self-will and like the ability to take control of myself and my own career path. But also it's a little scary considering I'm on my own, you know.
Yeah, I want to travel around doing it too, so I don't want to just stay in one place. So I'm excited.
Excited.
Very much.
This is Caitlin Heaven. This is Bronco Broadcasting Network signing off. As summer is coming, don't forget to use the resources that are available. These resources are for 9th to 12th graders, and it's a great way to start your summer reading with the Florida's Teen Read List. They were chosen by high school librarians throughout the whole state and is an optional student choice reading program to entice teens to read more. All of these resources can be found in ClassLink. Attention seniors, here are your upcoming events. Tuesday, May 9th is the Senior Awards that's happening at 6:30 p.m. It's invitation only and you will need to be there at 6 p.m. They received their invite during 7th period last Friday. Due to Performing Arts Center capacity, only 3 guests per person. Students can find their ID number in the cafeteria to verify attendance for the event. Wednesday, May 10th, senior laptop collection begins and all obligations must be cleared. Wednesday, May 17th, seniors' last day, and there will be a senior meeting, breakfast, and celebration with the field day. Only Davenport students can attend, no outside guests. Friday, May 19th, senior graduation practice at 8 o'clock a.m. mandatory. It will be in the gym for graduation practice and ticket distribution. Saturday, May 20th, graduation ceremony at 1 p.m. at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland. Seniors will be in designated holding area at 12 p.m. for marching prep. And there will be 3 schools having ceremonies that day at the RP Funding Center. Expect heavy traffic entering and exiting the center. More information will be released about student arrival, exiting, and event parking. All students, please note that all library books are due by May 12th. Thank you for joining us this week for Broncos News. I'm Caitlin, and I'm signing off, and we'll see you next time.